Bubba, a lot of people in our audience, including us, who love American football, there's a certain empty feeling when football is over and the Super Bowl is over.
And we've been feeling that.
You know why? It's a sadness. But that's not necessary because we now have more professional football that will begin this weekend, and that is the AAF, and the inaugural season is underway. And, of course, we do the show from Birmingham, Alabama. That's where we all live. And Tom Ward is here. He is team president of Birmingham's professional football team called the Birmingham Iron. The Iron is kicking it off, and we got our Birmingham Iron hats on.
Yes, sir.
I think, Tom, the hat does fit Bubba's head.
Yeah, it looks great.
Amazingly.
It looks great.
Yeah, you talk about iron.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
As a matter of fact, he could be the original Iron Head for us. We're ready to bring him on board.
There you go.
I didn't think about that. That's a great idea.
I'm just kidding there.
Hey, 4th and short, I can get you a yard.
Here comes your Birmingham Iron, led out by mascot Bill Bubba Ironhead Bussey.
Hey, our battle cry is Forge On, Bubba. So.
Forge
on.
Forge on.
Love it.
I
Love it.
Tom. And a couple things we need to let everybody know. First of all, for those of you in the Birmingham area, if you want to go meet the team, tonight's an opportunity to do that at 5 o'clock local time. 35 of the players will be there. They'll be signing autographs for a little meet and greet. And, of course, the Birmingham Iron will meet and greet at Iron City.
Of course.
Appropriate.
Yeah, a great music hall, and you can go by and meet the players tonight, 5 p.m., and get some autographs and do a little grip and grin. Now,
bring your skillet and come on out.
All professional teams need good football TV contracts. So we have TV, and TV is going to dictate kickoffs. So for some of you that are going to see the Iron play their first game, we had a 1 o'clock kickoff, but now TV for Sundays moved out to 3 o'clock, so make a note of that.
That's right, 3 o'clock on Sunday. It'll be on CBS Sports Network. The inaugural game will actually be on CBS, which just carried the Super Bowl last Sunday, and they're going to carry the inaugural game between Orlando and Atlanta on Saturday night. And then we kick off. Well, we actually don't kick off because there's no kickoffs in our league. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But then we play on Sunday at 3 o'clock, and that game, again, will be on CBS Sportsnet. And the following week, we'll be on TNT on Saturday the 16th. And that's against Salt Lake City, and that'll be the lead into the NBA All-Star Saturday. So it'll be a great way to showcase Birmingham on a national stage.
Tim, before we get to talking about the Iron, talk to us about the AAF.
Yeah,
tell us what's going on with that, how's it going to work, and how's it going to be different?
Well, that's a great question. And first of all, it's authentic, real football. So for you guys that are going through this deep state of depression because football's over, it doesn't have to end. We're starting a week later, and we're kicking it off on CBS, which I said just carried the Super Bowl. But the guys that put this together are real football men. I mean, talking about Bill Polian, who's got close to 50 years of football experience. We've got Troy Polamalu, Hines Ward, Justin Tuck, just to name a few of the guys that have put football together. But there are a few different rules, and I think the NFL's taking notice right now. We don't do kickoffs. 80% of the kickoffs end up in the end zone. It's a dead play. And the other 20% of the time, you got two guys going on a collision course at 20 miles an hour, and that's where concussions occur and dangerous plays. So we've pulled that out of it. Take the ball on the 25, and let's get the game on the road. So that's one difference. I think, another difference is that we don't kick extra points. You got to go for two. So we are keeping football on the field. You got to go for two after every touchdown.
So you don't need a kicker.
No, we do. We have field goals.
Field goals.
We have field goals. Yeah.
So we do have field goals, and of course you need a punter. So we still will need kicking, but we don't kick off, and then we don't do extra
PATs.
points.
That's right.
These are the little nuances in the game that have also almost become so automatic that they're not really producing much anyway. And
they're dangerous plays, and they try to put player safety. Yeah. We don't do onside kicks either.
Yeah.
So, for example, if there's 5 minutes left in the game, the Iron are down by 7. We decide we want to do an onside kick. We get the ball on our own 28-yard line, and it's 4th and 12. If we make it, we continue. If not, we put the opponent right there knocking on the red zone door. Yeah. So that's a little bit of the difference. Again, another dangerous play. As we all know, there's multi-billion-dollar lawsuits right now over concussions, not only in the NFL but the NHL, and we're trying to take some player safety issues and make that first and foremost.
But you know what I like about that?
So I will get possession, but it's only one down, and I convert it, I keep going.
You keep going.
But see what I like about that, because you're always hoping you can recover the onside kick, and the rules have got so safe now, the percentages have gone way down. So it's the chances of getting that are just so astronomical. But with this, you're guaranteed to get possession again.
At least
but now it's a risky deal.
Yeah, it's not 4th and 10; it's 4th and 12.
Yeah,
we're going to put Bub on our rules committee for next year to help us with that.
I like that.
I kind of like that. I do too. So what about as far as like overtime? How will the AAF handle overtime? Because there's been a lot of people that don't like the way the NFL does overtime.
Well, that's interesting because basically each team gets the ball. So, for example, for the Iron win the coin flip and we go into overtime, the opponent's going to get the first shot at it. They're on their own 10-yard line, knocking on the door, or on our 10-yard line,
Understood.
I should say. And they've got one play to get in the end zone.
One play.
And then we get a chance to match that. Now, during the regular season, it's going to be each team gets one opportunity. If not, it ends in a tie. The playoffs are a whole different story. Someone's going to win the game. And then it goes to the NFL playoff rules, which they have for overtime.
Right. So in the playoffs, we'd play it just like you would in the NFL.
Correct.
It's the same thing like if I kick a field goal, then the opposing team gets a chance to score a touchdown or kick a field goal and tie it again.
That's my understanding.
And then if I score,
it's a work in progress. They don't tell us business guys all the rules. We're going to guess.
Yeah, we'll have to play it to see.
But you're saying in the regular season, you get the ball on the 10-yard line.
One play.
And you have one play to get in.
Right. Then the opponent has a chance to do the same
Understood.
thing. Whoever scores, and if they both score or neither scores, the game ends in a tie.
Can you
in a regular season.
Can your one play be a kick? Or is
I'm pretty sure it can. Again, they don't tell the business guys these kinds of things.
Let me tell you, you were rolling there too, and you really had it.
Yeah.
And now we've
Tim, you didn't know
I've lost all credibility.
You didn't know we were going to go to the back of the book in the first 5 minutes.
I just heard some of this yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the good news is, this is how our mind's rolling.
Yeah.
Some things because when you do a new league like this, there's an opportunity to correct some things you may not like about. And I know this is not to compete with the NFL. It's
complimentary,
right? It's a compliment to continue football. And I know the NFL. Some of the games are even going to be on the NFL channel. So there's opportunities for some of these players that want to try to get back in the league. This is a good path for them as well. So
and there's a lot of guys that have already come up and down. For example, San Diego's quarterback Josh Johnson. When the Redskins went down with two of their players, Alex Smith and then Colt McCoy, they pulled him right up, and so we lost a player. But it's a two-way street. So for us, it's complementary with the NFL, and it is the league of opportunity, Rick. I mean, these guys are coming in, and all of them want that one last crack. They're either trying to jumpstart their career, resurrect their career, or prove that they can still play football on the big stage. So I think this is going to be – you got guys like Trent Richardson and Blake Sims and Chris Davis. I mean, we've got close to 20 guys on our team from the state of Alabama, and that's another thing is how do we acquire our players? And we have first shot at all the guys in the state of Alabama that are college eligible, that have done their 3 years, same as the NFL. And then we have an allocation system with the pros. So we are allocated – we're assigned 4 teams. That's Buffalo, Cleveland, New England, and Pittsburgh. So if they release a player – we can pick them up first. Those are assigned.
Wow, so you get Patriots and Steelers, huh?
Boy, and we get the Bills and we get the Browns. But
well, I mean,
that's all right.
Two of them's really good. Two of them's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only 1,700 NFL jobs, and every year there's about 70,000 college football players. So there's a big talent pool out there. Unlike Major League Baseball has AAA, and NHL has the AHL, and NBA has the G League. So this is really a good niche for us. And again, we're not here to compete with the NFL or college. We're here to complement it.
Tim, I got to ask you this question since you said that, and I did not realize that. Does that mean that you have the rights and the first shot at Tim Tebow?
No, because he was in Florida. Well, it's actually it goes.
He was
back
released from the Patriots last.
That's true.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
But is this pre the league?
That's why I got an oversized head.
He's playing Major League Baseball.
Yeah, for right now,
I saw Tom's wheels start turning.
Tom,
that's a good one. I don't have the answer to that.
That's why my head is oversized right there.
Let's see if we can get Joe Pendry on the line. He can answer that question.
I want to see their faces when you bring it up and they're like, nah, you can't. And then wait a minute.
Hey, guys, we got the rights to Tebow, by the way.
And you bring it up, somebody goes, you know what? Where did you hear that? And you go, some guy named Bubba told me that.
Bubba's on the rules committee now.
But
hey guys, can we talk about opening day? Because I know you're going to be there.
That's going to happen Sunday.
Are you guys going to be there?
How about it's my anniversary? I've been married 23 years Sunday, and Sherry, guess where we're going?
Tim, it's the last weekend of deer season, so maybe the second game.
Oh, that's right.
Well, we just want to get you guys out there. But opening day, by the way, the mayor just proclaimed tomorrow is Black Friday as a tribute to the opening day of the Birmingham Iron. So they're encouraging all citizens, students in the city of Birmingham wear black as a show of solidarity and support for the Birmingham Iron tomorrow. So I hope you guys will be wearing your black.
So,
and then Sunday is blackout. Our good friends at Brookwood Baptist Health are giving out 20,000 black T-shirts.
How cool.
So we will have hopefully a cool showing there on the national spotlight as that spotlight shines on Birmingham on opening day.
Tim, do you have like really big shirts?
Like really big ones?
Because Tom.
Tom, yeah.
Yeah.
I go by a lot of names. That's okay, Bubba.
Well,
he was thinking of Tim Tebow.
A lot of people call Tom's Tim a lot of times.
They do.
Right.
They've called me a lot worse, so I feel good about that.
Look, Tom Ward is still a shot caller. He's a gamer.
That's right.
But yeah, we got big shirts. Right?
He's wanting to text somebody right now
because this is Birmingham.
He lit up on that one.
This is Birmingham, and you're going to have some large people need those T-shirts.
Well, speaking of large people, because I know you were once a large people too.
Yes,
a person that might be, and an offensive lineman.
Yeah,
and I got to let you know, we have now a sponsor for our offensive line. You ever heard a sponsor of the O-line?
No.
What do you think they're called? The fans have labeled this.
It's a moving company.
Yeah.
No. Well, we're the Iron, so keep that in mind.
We've called them the
Charity Steel.
Iron Heads, Ironclad.
No, Bubba's Iron Head.
That's right. Iron Horses.
The Heavy Metal.
I like it.
I like it.
We got a sponsor for the offensive line. Have you ever heard of that in your life?
That is fantastic.
So we're going out to the Camp Tech factory, which manufactures heavy metal for all the Mercedes plants down there in Tuscaloosa. And we're going to take a big picture with those heavy metal guys in front of all that steel out there and iron.
That's good.
And hopefully they're going to do the heavy metal after a rushing touchdown. And maybe we'll get them some air guitars or something like that.
That's fun. We can send you Adler.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun with that. So we're taking care of the old linemen who never get a lot of love.
There you go.
Hey, if you want to get tickets, so we'll put those links in show notes. How do you get tickets?
Call 205-847-1616. Or go to birminghamiron.com, and we hope you'll be there for the blackout on Sunday.
Enjoy the game, guys. Kickoff 3 p.m. local time, and go meet the players tonight at 5 p.m. there in Birmingham.
5:30, I'm sorry.
At 5:30 there at Iron City. 35 players will be there. Meet the team and get ready for opening weekend.